The biggest announcement, or I should probably say the smallest announcement from Apple, is the unveiling of the iPad Mini 6. I genuinely think this is the coolest iPad that I've ever seen. The moment that they were showing off this device, my ears and my eyes were just filled with joy. I was super drawn to everything that they had to discuss about the iPad mini. Spoilers, I already pre-ordered the iPad mini 6. I got a Wi-Fi cellular version, 64 gigabytes, and I got it in purple. I was going to get the space gray, but the iPad mini is just so freaking cute, and I thought the purple fit the cute theme of that device better. Overall, in today's video, I want to break down all of my reactions to the new announcements about the iPad mini, as well as answer the question of why this iPad exists and who this iPad is for. I think the biggest eye-catching thing about this iPad is its new design. As Apple puts it, it's mega power, mini-sized. It's literally an iPad in the palm of your hand, and I own an iPad Air 4, and my biggest complaint about it is that it's just too big still. Even at 10.9 inches, it still causes a lot of hand fatigue when you use it for long periods of time, especially for things like media consumption, web browsing, or just checking my emails. I genuinely think that the iPad mini's smaller form factor will make me want to use that iPad way more than my iPad Air for things like that. It weighs only 0.66 pounds, and to put that into perspective, that's almost half the amount of weight as my iPad Air 4, so this is going to be a lot lighter. They also expanded the display to be 8.3 inches wide while still maintaining the same form factor as the previous mini, which is awesome. The new display is also liquid retina, so that means True Tone, P3 color, all the good stuff. It's actually the exact same display as the iPad Air 4, and I really liked that display, so no complaints here. The new chip in this iPad is the A15 Bionic Chip, and it's actually the exact same one that's in the iPhone 13 Pro, so the 6-core CPU and 5-core GPU version. And it's kind of awkward because now the iPad mini 6 is officially more powerful and more capable than the iPad Air 4. But I mean, at the end of the day, who knows? Maybe Apple has an iPad Air refresh coming later this year. Another knock at the iPad Air 4 that the new iPad mini has now is Center Stage. Center Stage allows the front-facing camera to follow wherever you are going and keeping you centered to the frame whenever you're having video calls. I mean, I've never actually tested this before. I don't have the new M1 iPads, but I've only heard good things about it, so I'm really excited to test this out next week. The iPad mini 6 also does support 5G, which is kind of cool, you know, why not? And I actually ordered the cellular version so I can test this out. And I know a lot of you watching are like, why would you buy the cellular version? And I actually think there's a lot of good reasons that people undervalue for getting a cellular-enabled device like an iPad or even an Apple Watch. I'm actually gonna make a whole video about why cellular-enabled devices might actually be more useful than you think. So if you are interested in that, make sure to subscribe, as that video will be coming out in a couple of weeks. There was also Apple Pencil 2 support, which is good. So you can actually magnetically attach that pencil to the side of the iPad mini and it will charge accordingly. And I think it's also really cool design-wise that the pencil is almost proportionally the same size as the iPad mini. I just think it is like, it's just such a nice unity between those two things. I think it looks cool. There is also Touch ID on the power button, which is cool. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still a little annoyed that Apple doesn't add Face ID to more of their iPads in their lineup. They only have it on their iPad Pros, and to be honest with you, I just don't understand why Face ID is a Pro feature. It could just be me really complaining about this, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. So that's really the iPad mini. It comes in at a starting price of $499, and it comes out next Friday, so you are able to order it as of yesterday. Overall, to go to what I brought up in the beginning of the video, I wanted to answer a couple of questions, which is, who is this iPad for, and why does it even exist in the first place? Let's be completely honest here. This iPad is quite small, so it won't be big enough to replace something like your laptop, but I really do think there's a lot of value in using the iPad mini as a companion device or as a secondary device in your home. My initial impressions are that the iPad mini is actually going to be more capable and a better value proposition than the iPad Air and the iPad Pro as a secondary device. Media consumption, web browsing, emails, even just bringing a 5G enabled tablet with you wherever you're going out in the world to do whatever it is you plan on doing, may it be flying a drone, operating an airplane, like whatever it is. I think the value here is how small it is. I think that matters a lot because I love my iPad Air 4, like don't get me wrong, but the number one complaint I have about the bigger iPad devices is that I don't really get a tablet experience from them. I don't want to use it as a tablet because it's just too freaking big. Like I'm more inclined to use it like a laptop on my Magic Keyboard. So to circle back to that question of who this iPad is for and who should think about pre-ordering it, I really think it's for people who are looking for the best tablet experience. I really don't think you'll get that tablet-like experience from the iPad Air or the iPad Pros. They're just too big for that, in my opinion. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure to drop a like down below if you enjoyed. Comment down below hashtag iPad mini if you finished the video, and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. But anyways, I'll catch all of you guys in another video later this week. Peace.